Hi, this is Don the Idea Guy. It is October the 4th. It's a Tuesday, and this is episode 16 of Running Through My Mind. Today, what's running through my mind is the concept of tiny challenges. This is popped up into my brain because as of this morning, I just completed my hashtag 22kill challenge, which was a social media initiative encouraging people to do 22 push-ups a day for 22 days in a row to raise awareness of the high rate of suicide among returning military veterans, which averages 22 a day, which is just outrageous and unacceptable. We should do better. But the initiative was started by a group to raise awareness and funds to study PTSD and to support veterans to get them the help they need, with the goal of collecting 22 million push-ups. And they were going to collect those by getting people in social media to tag each other to do 22 push-ups a day for 22 days in a row. And I just completed my 22 this morning. But it put me in mind of the other small challenges that we can give ourselves. I mean, 22 push-ups a day is not that bad. To record yourself doing it for 22 days in a row increases the effort you need to do it, but it's still not that bad. But I've found that, especially over the last few years, that challenging myself to do something in very small increments, but for a consistently long period of time, has had really great results, because once you get past a certain number, and it might be 30 days, it might be 20 days, maybe it's 22 days, you find that it's a lot easier to do. The best example that I can give is, there's a couple. One, for me personally, one of them is the Big Yellow Sticky. BigYellowSticky.com started as an effort to create one piece of content every single day. I liked the idea of blogging every day, like my friend Anthony Anarino does at thesalesblog.com. But I tend to start writing an article, and something short and brief turns into a chapter of War and Peace. So knowing that was a weakness I had in executing, being able to hit the publish button on that, I decided I would find something that I could only fit a small amount of content on. Once it was filled, I was done. And the smallest piece of the smallest bucket I could find to fill with content was a sticky note, a 3x3 yellow sticky note. So every day I would write a quote or make a little drawing and put it on the sticky note and post it. And I was able to do that for 365 days in a row the first year I did it. And then I decided I would keep going into the second year. And now we're, at the start of October of my second year. Within the Big Yellow Sticky challenge that I've given myself, I find other ways to incorporate things. And October is interesting that I bring it up now, because October is also the home month of an initiative of another challenge that somebody started called Drawloween. And in Drawloween, you create a piece of artwork every day. And the size of the artwork doesn't matter. The complexity of the artwork doesn't matter. The skill and execution of the artwork doesn't matter. What matters is that you do one piece of artwork every single day for 31 days, the length of the number of days in October. And every day they give you a different theme, a spooky theme, because it's Drawloween, that you draw. You use that as the stimulus to draw. And with Big Yellow Sticky, I'm taking the concept from Drawloween and I'm adding that into my Big Yellow Sticky challenge. So for the month of October, I'm using the Drawloween stimulus, the catalyst, to create my content. Another small challenge for me was to reduce the number of books I own. I'm sure there are some libraries that would love to have the books I have. I have so many books. I have rooms full of bookcases filled with books, and then I have boxes filled with books that won't fit on the bookcases. And when my wife and I moved into our new place, it's a smaller place. I think she did that on purpose, and I had to get rid of some books and some bookcases. But I already knew I wanted to reduce, And what I started doing was putting one book in a box. Every day, I would put one book in a box. It's a lot easier than looking at a wall of books going, man, I got to get rid of these, and not knowing what number of books I have to get rid of, and starting to sort through all of them and making a keep pile and a give pile. And I don't know about you, but I find a book I haven't seen for a while and I have to flip through it, right? Then I start making another pile of to read again books. But I found that if I just picked one book a day, I could easily put that in a box, and it became apparent that there was low-hanging fruit in terms of books, ones that I read, ones that I had duplicate copies of, ones that I got and I was never going to read, ones that were outdated information, and I would just, every once in a while, I'd grab 3 books and go, I know I'm not going to use these, and I'd put them on the shelf and apportion them. I would still stick to one book in a box every day, and over time now, I've gotten rid of like 320 books. I forget what the count is right now, but it's over 300 books. Maybe just shy of 320. That's a lot of books. That's probably, I don't know, 3 bookcases worth. But I didn't do it all at one time. I did it daily, one little piece every single day. Repeated, builds that habit. And now it's a no-brainer. I can get up in the morning and go, what book? Now it's harder to choose the books, but I only have to pick one book. And I offset it by going, if I really like this book, I'll buy the digital version. I'll get the Kindle version. Not every book I get rid of do I want to keep a copy of, but the ones I do, I'll get the digital version. I've got unlimited shelf space for electronic books, right? So go online, think of a goal that you're trying to accomplish, and search for 30-day challenge X, whatever it is you want to do. 30-day weight loss challenge, 30-day minimalization challenge. That was a horrible word for me to try and say this early in the morning with just one cup of coffee. 30 days of change, 30 days of action. Just Google those kind of challenge terms and see what you come up with, because I guarantee you somebody somewhere created a 30-day diet challenge or 30-day exercise challenge, and all you have to do is sign up for it. Jon Acuff started the 30 Days of Hustle, and for 30 days you get a daily tip and word of encouragement and a task to do. My friend Beck Power from Idea Summit has created a series of 30-day challenges to match up with each of the speakers she had at the Idea Summit, which I just think is a great idea. Instead of having one 30-day challenge, she's going to have like 30-day challenges. There is the 7-Day Startup Challenge by Dan Norris, who's got a book out now called Create or Hate. You can download it free. I will link up all these things in the show notes for the episode so that you don't have to remember them all. Jason Zook has a 30-day challenge. There are people who have 30-day book writing challenges, 30-day course creation challenge. That's one by Jason Zook and Omar Zenholm from 100mba.net. There are endless versions. And then you can create your own challenge. If there's something that you're trying to build a following around, people enjoy taking these 30-day challenges because they're small bite-sized chunks that they can do every day, and they're done in a month. Hopefully they continue the habit if it's a positive one. But either way, it was a fun experiment to do for 30 days. So, like my friend Whitney Bishop, she's at make3changes.com. I know she's working on a challenge for Make 3 Changes. That's going to be awesome to sign up for. She's got some cool twists, and I helped brainstorm on it. I think that's going to be great when she starts that. There are just so many opportunities out there to make tiny, itsy-bitsy little changes that if they're positive and you respond to them well, you can continue it and build a lifetime habit out of it. But even if you just did it for 30 days, won't you be better off? But do it for the 30 days. Commit for whatever time frame that challenge is for. If it's a 30-day challenge, don't give up after 10. Tell yourself one more day. Give yourself the 30-day challenge, 30-day challenge. Start on day 1 and keep going for 30 days. That's your challenge. So I challenge you to go online, find a 30-day challenge that matches up with a goal that you already wanted to accomplish, and use it to enhance and enforce the habit and effort that you're putting forth already. That's it for today. This is Don the Idea Guy with Running Through My Mind, which, by the way, started out as another challenge. We're halfway through my 30-day challenge, but I can already tell doing the podcast daily has already become a habit for me. I'm going to keep doing it, and I hope you'll follow along and join the audience. Encourage other people to listen to the show if you're enjoying it. It's getting to the point where I have enough episodes that a review in iTunes would go a long way. I'd really appreciate a review. Love it or hate it, just leave a comment, and I promise to get back to you. This is Don the Idea Guy. If you want more information about me, you can visit dontheideaguy.com. Hey, what do you think about doing some sort of 30-day creativity challenge? If you'd be interested in something like that, leave a comment, shoot me an email, tweet me a tweet. You can find me everywhere as Don the Idea Guy. Until tomorrow, that's all that's running through my mind.